Hello, my name is Susan Ashley, and before I commence this communication, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe to my videos, my YouTube channel, and stay in connection. I'm sorry I haven't made a video for quite a number of weeks. I'm in the throes of moving. I'm moving back to Europe from my beloved Australia. I love the energy of Australia and the people here, the lifestyle here. For me, this is home. I'm kind of sad that I'm leaving, but you know, guidance tells me to move to different places, and I do so because I may not know the reason immediately, but I certainly find out afterwards. So that's the way it is. Now, some of you have listened to my videos on YouTube about my alien encounters. However, I've also had encounters with what you call interdimensional beings. And these beings reside in the spiritual realms, if you like. And I've had a lot of connection with them. As you know, I channel a being called Cassandra, who's from the White and the Blue Brotherhood, and is here to promote the embracing of the feminine principle, because she believes that it's through the feminine principle that we will have peace on earth. And while she is an interdimensional being, like all interdimensional beings, she is neither male nor female, but chooses to represent the feminine. And there's a very strong reason for that, and I will talk about that in an introduction to her at a later date. Today, what I have been asked to talk to you about by these beings is directly to you as light beings, or some of you like to call yourself light workers, and the truth. Now, you're probably noticing on the planet that nothing can be hidden anymore. The truth is coming out in every area. So in every aspect of our government, medical, educational, religion, science, it's all finance, it's all coming out. The truth is being revealed. And this is a wonderful thing. But what you're not realizing is the truth is being revealed about you. And I don't mean this in a bad way, I mean it in a good way. So where you've been hiding your intuition, hiding your abilities, hiding your own inner knowing, hiding your own truth, you won't be able to hide it anymore. And it's the reason that some people are experiencing anxiety. Some people experience anxiety because they're suppressing who they really are and what they actually know. And because they're so sensitive, it's like their feelers go out to all these different areas. So if you're living in a community, your senses will go out to everyone in that community as a collective, and that can create anxiety because you cannot control what you're feeling, because what you're feeling isn't yours. So it's very important at this moment to have a very strong sense of who you are and to go within. And how you do that is through meditation or silence, cutting off all news. Stop watching the telly. I don't watch TV, but I do watch things on YouTube. I watch educational programs, and of course I watch comedy. I watch things like that, but I do watch documentaries, and I watch these over the internet, so I'm not completely supplied with advertising that's brainwashing me. So I choose what I watch, and I'm not suggesting that you go cold turkey, but what I am suggesting is that you begin to actually go within and listen to yourself and what your own self knows to be true, because that's going to be your guidance over the next couple of years as it gets a bit turbulent. So you can't hide. Just as the dark can't hide, neither can the light. Everything that you are is beautiful, and you've been convinced and told otherwise. And it's not true. I do a lot of readings and I meet a lot of people in my daily life, and one of the resounding things that I notice is that most individuals feel they've done something wrong, that there's something not right with them because they're a little different, because they think differently, or they understand things in a different way, or they know that they're here for a reason but they don't know what it is. They don't want to come from ego. They don't want to feel like they've got some sort of complex, psychological complex. So it becomes really hard for them to honour their own truth and to honour who they are. There's Kitty. Unfortunately, Kitty isn't coming with me to Europe. She's found a new home. So I'm very grateful, very, very grateful that she's found someone who will love her deeply, and as much as I have. So yeah, Kitty is going to have a new life but remain in Australia. So the essence of this video, in fact, is to tell you, the light being, the beautiful frequency that you are, that you can't hide from yourself. And you can't hide what you know, and you can't hide what you do. You see, the stronger the light, the more impact you have on the collective. And what you've been doing is hiding away because the collective that surrounds you is not in harmony with you. And what we're asking you to do is to come out, to stop hiding, to be honest with yourself, so that the collective that's around you can come to where you're at. You see, you have a bigger impact than you realise merely by acknowledging your own truth. And some of you are really afraid to do that, because acknowledging who you are and what you know has meant death. It's meant persecution, and it's meant hardship for you, ridicule for you. So it's a big ask to actually come out with it. And what's really interesting is that there are a lot of people who feel that way. So everyone's pretending to be something that they're not because they think that's who they have to be. I did it for many, many years. You know, when I was young, I used to see spirit as clearly as I see you. And so people would be talking to me, and I'd start talking to the person standing beside them, and then people would say to me, Susan, who are you talking to? And I'd say, oh, well, I'm talking to, Fred or Alex or something like that. And they'd say, there's nobody else here, Susan. So I actually started to really withdraw, and I didn't talk a lot because I didn't know what was actually real and what wasn't real in the terms of, normalcy. So I thought that I was extremely unacceptable, insane in some ways, a bit mad, and I was so afraid to actually speak that I hid myself very, very well. And it wasn't until I was 15, when I was 15, I begged God to take it away from me. I begged to be normal like everyone else. And then from 15 till my early 20s, I had what you would call a normal life in the terms of being able to go out and not see spirit or hear spirit continually, and just be a teenage woman, a teenage girl, let's say, who had a interactions with people that were what you would call average. So I understand what it feels like to not want to honour who you are, to feel that you're so strange and so weird that people wouldn't like you, that you would somehow be rejected and attacked for speaking what you know. And it was a very deep struggle for me to do. And even really up until, I would say, my 40s, I still hid to certain people. I had my life in different compartments. And I made a decision that if people didn't like me the way that I am and couldn't accept what I was talking about, and that I couldn't be open and honest with those people, then I didn't want to be around them. So it took me till my 40s to come to terms with who I am. And in the meantime, I'd had all these experiences, weird stuff that pounded into me that this is true, this is real, this is a part of you, but I still was in denial. So I'm just saying, you know, at the moment you can't be in denial. Every ounce of truth of who you are is coming out, and it's not bad, it's good, and I want you to accept it. I want you to embrace it, because what you have is powerful. And it's not powerful in the sense of you can manipulate and control someone, because we all know as light beings, if we try to do that shit, we get knocked down. So it's not about that. It's about being powerful in your heart, being so loving to yourself and to every life force that's around you, that everything that comes into your atmosphere melts into love. That's what's being asked from you. The more honest that you are with yourself, the more truth and honesty that will come out on the planet to bring us to peace. That's what you're being called to do. That's what I'm asking you to do. That's my call of action to you right now. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. And I'm hoping to continue communicating with you. I'm still packing. I'm still organising things. So my videos will be a bit all over the shop, really. But I'll try to keep them up for you. Okay. Have a great day. Create wonderful things and shine your light.